Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome into another live watch party. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. Benoit. Sup back to you, man. Digging the Eagle Fang. I wonder if Eagle Fang is going to stick around. I feel like Eagle Fang may be gone. While the spirit is still there, Johnny may be closing up shop, I think. We'll see. But on the other hand, they sell merchandise on it, so like they don't want it to go completely, right? Because that's now like another revenue stream. John, who is a channel member, what's up? What up to you? Yeah, join the channel. Yes. It's right there on the page. You may have to, if you're on your phone, you may have to close the chat, but you see the join button. Oh, look at this. Mega Cloud just joined the other day. Carrie, so thank you for coming in, Mega Cloud, and thank you for being a member. Look at me in all green. Yes. You get your new, you get your name in green when you're a member. Jay Kisses. Very loyal. Always here in the streams. Thank you, Jay, for the loyalty. He revitalized karate in the valley. Yes, you are right, Agni Kai. I definitely think, obviously, Johnny will keep teaching. It's just the question is, will it be under the Eagle Fang banner, so to speak? It's an interesting question. We'll see. The new Cobra Kai design will be a revenue stream. Yeah. Well, they got like a bunch. Actually, let me now I want to pull them up. I should like have them all. Well, like there's like, if we look at like these three, right? This is probably what you're talking about, I think. Boom. Here, let's come to this. There's this one which I think is in Silver's house. I didn't do a comparison on that, but I thought this was Silver's house. It's beautiful. How would you like that in your house? Like that's kind of cool, right? I think. And then they have this one, where hold on. But like this is cool with like the lettering. Like there's actually three in this picture. So you got like this one at the top. Then we just have like this here that's just on the wall, and then like this version of the snake. They're like doing a color scheme, and then obviously the big Terry Silver. And then, in fact, actually, there's even this one here too. So, is that this must be the snake? It's actually hard to make out. Yeah, that must be the snake. It almost looked like musical letters. And then of course there's this one also in red. Shoot. So let me, yeah. Definitely look like Silver's got a red thing going here. Dipping more into the red. Which is good. Like, so I like these. I like it. Like these looks. I really like this. Like, I want this in my house. Like, don't you want that in your house? Hey, Kyle. Is that your name? Kyle Richardson? Won a division for Kata. First. You won your... Oh, okay. So you won the whole division. Very good. Very good, Kyle. Johnny wouldn't be impressed. He would say just Kata's dancing, but I'm impressed. Good for you. Keep it up. Keep it up for sure. Shout out to Kyle for winning his division in Kata. You don't think Chosen will die? Change the vibe and tone. How? We've had multiple people die already. Is it because he's a more established legacy character or something? More than Tommy was. I don't know. We'll see. It does. It feels like it would change the vibe and tone. Like the weird thing is, like, on the one hand I get what you're saying. On the other hand, it's like, but we've done this before. Benoit has a good theory, and if we all sit tight, he'll tell us. Apparently, I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah. There are some things. So roundtables, like, it turns out something none of us are predicting. We're all wrong with our theories. There's always going to be some things we can't predict. To an extent, like, I think it was it Hayden? Hayden or Josh, but I think it was Hayden, who said, like, he was a little happy or proud. Like no one actually completely predicted the results of the All Valley. And he's right. No one predicted, but on the same hand, like, before season 4 came out, could anyone predict Miguel would leave in the middle of the tournament, or like before the semifinals, in order to go to Mexico to see his dad? Like no one can predict that. Like right? Like, no one can predict that. So, yeah. So no one can predict. So he's right. No one predicted the result of the All Valley, but there were things in there that no one could predict. Like, you could never predict that Miguel was gonna quit in the semifinals because he decided it was more important to go see his dad. Something that I almost feel is out of character, and I actually do think it hurt the show. I made a video on that Forgotten Hero shortly back in January. One of my more popular videos, because I think that video connected with a lot of people, because I think a lot of people felt a little like it just didn't vibe right, so to speak. Thank you for coming in, Strike First Media. Check out his YouTube channel, very dedicated to Cobra Kai stuff. Silver dying at the hands of Chosen. They kill each other. That could be like a way out of it. And I think I said something like that in my video. Like, I didn't just think like Chosen was gonna die and that was it for Chosen. Like, he dies, but like, he takes out Silver with him. So, definitely possible. The shot that Miguel pushes Robbie to get her, Miguel goes with Carmen and Robbie with Johnny. What you're saying is, I should have loaded this up. Hold on. I wasn't thinking. I should have loaded the trailer up. Give me a second. So what you're thinking is that the water park is a parent trap, right? Definitely some people have speculated that like the water park is a parent trap, and where here. Okay, here we go. Click that and click over here and bring this. Okay. So, Benoit's theory is, let's see here.
I'm making things right. We're not
like that Johnny and Carmen set this up. Yeah, I think someone, was it Cobra Kai Companion, thought that too. It was either Cobra Kai Companion or Cobra Guys.
badass.
Like they were setting it up, and even that's him setting it up with Carmen. Johnny is wearing a different outfit. Not that it's completely easy to see, but that is a different outfit. I looked just to see if it was like the same exact outfit. It is but I mean, not that it necessarily disproves that. It could be like another day, but yeah, I don't necessarily, yeah. I mean, I guess the whole, like, let's just randomly, what the heck was that? Let's just randomly meet at the water park thing is, it's definitely possible. Like you say, it's like, it's in the cards, right? Like, it wasn't as bad as Carrie Underwood's music video. Yeah. But anyway, like the possibility of a Parent Trap is definitely, yeah, I mean, it's possible, but I don't think that's why Miguel's like coming at him. It's not like we're gonna surprise meet here and Miguel's just charging at Robbie. Like I think something happened at this water park or before it or something. Something happened that's initiating this conflict. It's not just the Parent Trap in of itself. That is what they're fighting over right here. Muhammad thinks Miguel will be the instigator of the rivalry between him and Robbie. Maybe I think it's going to be like a mutual thing. You know, like as even this scene kind of shows, like, you know,
we're not friends. We never will be.
Like as that scene even kind of shows, like it's on both sides. Do you think anyone from the show watches your videos? John and Hayden at least occasionally watch. Who else? Paul and Lou, the screenwriters, they at least know who I am because they mentioned me in their interview with Peter. I mean, I don't know. Owen Morgan definitely watched. He used to come into the live streams. He hasn't been in a while, but yeah, some. Theories and predictions aren't as interesting to watch when you already know what happens. So like I don't expect them to do much watching unless they're like literally just bored or something one day. Let's see. John asks, would Tori and or Sam actually tell Robbie and Miguel to cool it with the hate like Allie in season 3? Yes. I think I mentioned that somewhere. Was it in the trailer breakdown video? You know, and I did say, hey, you know, the resolution between Johnny and Miguel could very likely come from Sam and Tori. Like so it's Sam and Tori are the ones that actually help bring the boys together. Robbie ain't ever winning in All Valley, neither will Sam. Yes, I am curious and suspect there may be a point to this. I'm actually, you know, Robbie's second place there was actually a little disheartening, as I just explained even in the most recent video there on Hawk. It's not that like I didn't want Hawk to win. I like that Hawk won. But emotionally, it just wasn't enough. We weren't quite along for the ride emotionally on Hawk's win. So it weirdly feels a little hollow. And as for Robbie, like maybe Robbie taking second place twice is something he can bond with Johnny over. You know, Johnny feels like his life was ruined because he took second place in a karate tournament. So, you know, maybe that's something for Robbie and Johnny to bond over. Maybe that's why they're there, you know, because as it is in season 4, even though the fight itself was like a lot of fun, great fight to watch. The Robbie Hawk fight it felt very, you know, just like emotionally, like Hawk's win was like, oh, okay, cool. He won, like, but like you weren't along for the ride, you know? Must be a series about Hawk being a spy, and then Robbie told Cobra Kai all Miyagi secrets and moves. So in a way, they wound up paying it off. Yeah. Any theory of such and such person as a spy is probably probably not the case. I don't think there are any spies in this show. In the end, they are just in a karate dojo. Stingray will join Eagle Fang, and Robbie will show mercy to Miguel. Possibly. I don't know about Stingray joining Eagle Fang. He already got himself beaten up by Terry Silver and then lied to the police about it, all to just get into Cobra Kai. Tristan agrees with me about Eli-Hawk. It just like the emotional impact was like, like I'm not there emotionally, even though I want to be. Like logically, I understand it. Like you understand the arc and everything. Like logically, you get it, but emotionally, it wasn't quite there. You have school the 9th. I'm actually fine with the 9th because I have something to do on the 2nd. So I'm busy on the 2nd, so I can't do the 9th. Why are you fighting again? Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that. Just seeing, Robbie and Miguel fighting here, even in the trailer, a lot of people are like, what the heck? Come on. Like you're fighting again. Like, come on. Although it is a cool fight. Let's see. How are we doing? Well, will Robbie pin Miguel? Maybe. That's an interesting question. Like my first instinct was no, they don't want to like do the same thing over again, but there could be some sort of situation. It may not necessarily be like literally the same move, the same pin, but there could be a vaguely like similar situation. So they could do something like that. I guess that's possible for sure. Just at the moment, we don't know what they're fighting about, what it's over. So are we still debating on who is the spy? No, we are not debating. In fact, this channel was never debating that ever. So like I never bought any sort of spy thing. What's interesting? If you go back and look at some of the early, the very first stuff they were releasing, I remember reading on something on Sam's. People thought Sam was like a spy. This is before the show came out. Literally before the show came out, people thought like Sam was like training with Johnny and was like a spy on Cobra Kai. So those theories have been there since literally before the beginning. Like literally before the beginning. Do you think Johnny and Robbie's road trip to find Miguel will mirror Johnny and Daniel's? A, I hope it's a little bit longer. Johnny and Daniel were only one episode. B, I hope it's a little more rewarding and just and better written. The problem with Johnny and Daniel's road trip is like it's kind of like they're following the clues or something, and then it just goes nowhere, and then it's just like Robbie shows up at the his mom's rehab facility. So it was like a fun trip to nowhere. Like they didn't actually solve the mystery, so to speak. That's kind of like a writing thing, but like it was like a little bit frustrating. Like it's actually one of my pet peeves. Like they have this whole road trip and then just Robbie shows up at the thing. Like it all was for nothing. I don't think so. We don't see the snake anywhere. In fact, I mean, what did they do with the snake? We don't even know. I mean, maybe he took it with him to the new old new dojo, whatever. But I don't think the snake will be much more. The only spoiler we have here is the trailer. I mean, if you call it, we're only just talking the trailer. There's not bringing in any sort of like outside info. So, but that's okay. Some people don't want to watch the spoiler or watch the trailer, which I was like that for a time. The fight leads upstairs? You mean at the apartment complex? I don't think so. Johnny starts all his fights with the same kick. Does he? Maybe he does. You gotta have a trademark move. Do you think Silver opens the? I mean, yes. It seems like that was the point. Like we saw that in season 4. Then, Silver released the old dojo and everything, so that it definitely seems like something Silver intends to do. Wad Heat has very good taste. Thank you for that. If Terry Silver's not in game, who is? That's a very good question. Is it Kreese? Mike Barnes? Maybe. I don't know. Someone else? Some sort of external enemy so everyone can unite against the bigger external enemy? Maybe. That's a very good question. It depends. We may have a little bit better idea at the end of season 5. If you think about it, depending on how long this show goes, if it goes like 7 seasons, we could definitely have a good idea by the end of season 5. End game bad guy or whatever. So we'll see. Hope the OG is still important. I think it will be. I mean, it seems like partially that's why they included that in season 4. So, yeah, I definitely think so. Do you think Carmen has a scene with her ex? It could be as little as talking to him on the phone, but it seems like I think so. It just seems like there's got to be something. I mean, unless the only way I would see not is something happens and Miguel's dad dies. But like short of him dying or something, it seems like there should be a little resolution of some kind. I don't know. I mean, I would think so. When in August? Yeah, earlier mid-August. That's essentially what I said. If it's coming out September 9th, figure 3 to 4 weeks before. So yeah, early to mid-August for the trailer. Who do you like most? The character? Like, what's my favorite character? I like Hawk, Johnny, Miguel. Those are probably my 3 favorites. Yeah, I mean, I'll stop there, but yeah. You can see the word stairs. Oh, really? Here, let me find that. I'll find it. Which, oh, you mean, okay, yeah, this, Yeah, I don't think he's gonna run up there though. I think that was like always there, but up to the second level. Miguel, yeah, I don't see like Miguel like opening the door to run up like, but it's just the design of the set. All the shows coming home to Miyagi now? I don't think so. I think like on its face, I don't think you can do that. Like I don't see how you have a show called Cobra Kai and then everyone ends up at Miyagi-Do. Doesn't make sense. Oh. Shoot. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, okay, there. I was flipping through and then I didn't realize I didn't have it yeah, so when they're talking about the stairs in the fight, yeah, right here. You can see it. Yeah, so that's the stairs in the fight. I mean it's a door that says stairs. If you open the door on the this is a set on their in their studio, so if you open the door, there's probably not actually stairs there. So that's another reason I doubt it. This is just a set. I think Peter's posted pictures of it. We've seen some behind the scenes. Do you think we'll see Kreese in season 5? Yes. So like something to note is like last November, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was November. Actually, so going on right now is Comic-Con Liverpool. There's another Comic-Con Liverpool. They do like one a year, and last year it was like in November, and Martin Cove was scheduled. Martin Cove was scheduled for Comic-Con Liverpool, and then had to cancel. He and a lot of canceled because he had to shoot. He was shooting season 5. He and like Jacob and Peyton and Gianni, like a lot of them were scheduled to come, and then they all had to cancel because they were shooting season 5. Now, if you want to analyze Watch Party fully aware that Martin Cove canceled an appearance because he was shooting Cobra Kai, still went and predicted Kreese could die in season 4. That was probably stupid, but like I really liked the theory, so I was willing to believe something. But yes, he's certainly in season 5 because he was shooting. Where are the behind the scenes photos? The ones I just mentioned at Peter. Ooh boy, I don't know. If you follow, certainly if you follow and just go through Cobra Kai Companion on Instagram, he posts a lot. I don't pay much attention like to when he posted. Like I can't remember, because he visited the set like a long time ago now. It was like before season 3. So I don't remember. Someone posted. Yeah, it's too hard to find. Sorry, I was just gonna see if I could find. He always uses when he took a shot of himself at the school. But yeah. I mean, just follow Cobra Kai Companion on Instagram would be what I would say if you're looking for that. Kreese will have good scenes in jail. Yes. So Kreese is in jail. We may know a little bit about what's going on. But yeah. Taking place in the summer, yes. Miguel's dad betrays him? Well, what do you mean by betrays? Like, hey, we do this, we'll have a lot of money, and then he keeps all the money for himself? Like, what do you mean by betrays? That's what I would ask. You know, because I don't think so. But who do you think will win, Robbie or Miguel? That's a tough one. Maybe no one wins. Maybe Robbie wins. Robbie wins and shows mercy? Maybe. We'll see. Robbie Miguel's might end with a draw, yeah. Barnes to be there just to annoy Daniel? Well, if they have Barnes, it's got to be more than just annoying Daniel, whatever it is. Like, it's more than that. Which character do you think will surprise, intrigue you? Actually, I'm hoping maybe Miguel's father is intriguing. I just hope there's something a little bit more interesting there. That puts Miguel through some tough choices and, makes us rethink everything. So like that would be an answer. Like I hope Miguel's father, it's not just like stereotypical bad guy or something. So we'll see how that plays out. Sticking Keenan to get that here. When do you think they bury the hatchet? Probably season 5 or season 6. Sam and Tori. They're both doing things. I think Tori was a little closer at the end of season 4. She had those moments. She asked if Sam was okay, which I still think is funny after everything. Like just like a kick to the chest, and then she's like, "Are you okay?" But it's a moment, and you can see that, and then Sam's got to kind of get there. Jay kisses. See, I'm with you. I want Johnny back at Cobra Kai. That's like when earlier someone said they thought maybe everyone ends up in Miyagi-Do. I was like, really? The show's called Cobra Kai. Let's see. Fighting up. Let's see. Hold on. What do you mean? Does Kenny want revenge on Hawk for what? Winning? No. Kenny's story is more tied up with Anthony. I don't see like Kenny going after Hawk or anything like that. So it's more of a Kenny Anthony story now. But why Tori goes back to Cobra Kai? Because that's all she knows. And Silver is good at, keeping her. Could Dimitri reconcile Robbie or Miguel? Maybe, but I don't think that's where Dimitri's story is going. He does know them both, I suppose, but I think Dimitri's probably going to go in a different direction, something with Hawk. I Do you think Johnny would join Regain Cobra Kai? I would like to see that eventually, at some point. It just seems like Johnny should be with Cobra Kai. Yeah, the OG group. Yeah, it did. It really felt like the show kind of had a vibe then. Which is something like I was going to talk about. The like the early vibe for the show. Like, how do you know a show will be good? Because it's just like, I saw, they were making a new, Scooby-Doo show. I'm not a Scooby-Doo fan. I don't, in fact, I've never liked Scooby-Doo. I don't understand it. But like they were making a new show and it's like, it's so like, oh my goodness. Here, this is what I'm talking about. I was going to show you this. So you guys, most of you probably saw this video where I was talking about why we need Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is like a really unique show. I brought in some comparisons to Halo, the Halo show, like where the people were making it didn't really care anything. And then like, you know, and so like this was been on my mind recently, which is why I made that video. Like, you know, and it's like Cobra Kai is like made by fans. And so if you remember in that video, there was this moment of Peter, that's Peter from Cobra Kai Companion. He's sitting here talking, interviewing John, Josh, and Hayden right here. And this is what Josh said while making that. Or you know, he's just talking about like the reaction to the fans and everything, you know, continued that story and celebrated that fandom and celebrated these characters and dug into every piece of that movie and pulled every thread to tell a new story. And like, that's, I think that's a great quote. It's essentially, you know, their intention is to continue that story, you know, celebrate it, just dig in, look at the characters from the original material and dig in and like, what can we find? What can we pull up? You know, and it's the results speak for itself. Right. And then it's like, I made that video, you know, talking about the recent, you know, comparing it a little bit to like what they said while making Halo, where they said like, we didn't even pay attention to the game. We didn't pay attention to the source material. And then like, this is just like 2 days ago or whatever. They released this new Scooby-Doo thing. And this is the image. And it's like, wow. Like, we got all these naked girls and then like the head or whatever. It's like it's almost a little scary. Like, it's just like, is that like continuing that story? Like, celebrating that fandom? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a Scooby-Doo fan myself, but like that just kind of like disturbed me, and I don't know. It's just something I think about. I feel like sadly, what in the world is this? This is the new Scooby-Doo. This is the new Scooby-Doo. This kid is killed, with the brain removed, and then they're all like out here nude, like they're all naked. Yeah, but you know, it's just and it saddens me that I feel like Cobra Kai is the exception that proves the rule. It's not the rule. It's weirdly, it's the exception that proves the rule, which is like something that is like sad to me. Like, that's sad. Like, you would want this to be the rule. You would want this here. This is what Josh said. You would want this to be like the focus of every time someone takes an existing property, like an existing story that's going to expand it, or adapting existing material, you know, whether you're adapting a book or comic book, you know, whether you're adapting something or you're continuing something, you would want this to be the focus, right? Like that, but it's not. And in fact, it's the opposite. Like Like, it's like, this is the exception. This is not the rule. This is and I was thinking we'll call it the Cobra Kai exception, right? Hold on. I have dead stock loaded, don't I? Here we go. It's like, it's the Cobra Kai exception. It's like, there you go. The Cobra Kai exception. It's the exception. It's not the rule. And it's, I don't know. It saddens me. Like, because I feel like it could be better. Like, we should be in this amazing thing where there's this awesome shit coming out. But it's like the rule is to just like have a bunch, to take a kid's show and you just have like insane, like nudity, violence, like it's not that, like I'm going to talk about House of the Dragon. It's not like I don't cover nudity and violence, but like was never Scooby-Doo. Like, this was never Scooby-Doo. I mean, I don't watch Scooby-Doo, but I know that much. So Creed and Cobra Kai. Yeah, Creed. Yeah, people mentioned Creed there in the and yeah, Jay, I think, Jay, was it actually you that mentioned iCarly? Yeah, someone else mentioned iCarly. I don't know iCarly at all, so I don't know anything, but I thought that show was PG. Yes, it was always a kid's show. Never appealed to me, but was definitely always like a kid's show. And it was like fun. It was like fun kids ghost stories where it wasn't a kid, but yeah, so there's the Cobra Kai exception. And so, well, thankful for John, Josh, and Hayden for that. But actually, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna take this and post it later today. But anyway, we can get away from this. This is why I just like was on my mind. It's they grew up a kid's show correctly. There you go. Robbie and Carmen scenes together. It's definitely possible, especially if Robbie ends up staying with Johnny. He's going to be there at the apartment complex. Thank you for coming in, Mercy. So anyway, let's move back. Oh shoot! No. What was that? I feel like I lost like 20 some viewers. I don't know. I wasn't watching the viewer count, but seems like we dropped like 25, quarter of our viewers left after I put up the Scooby-Doo image. Would I play a Lego Karate Kid Cobra Kai game? Is it on a console or like computer or phone? I may play a little. I downloaded the portable game or whatever, the phone game, like, and played it a little, and then I stopped. I didn't really care that much. Daniela, Carmen and Johnny getting engaged. Yeah, I felt like that was always something that may happen eventually. Carmen and Johnny could definitely get engaged. Probably not, or maybe he may know a little. I think sometimes people who grew up in LA like maybe know a little, but nothing major. Sorry, I haven't been on Twitter today. You are forgiven, Peter. A Cobra Kai fighting game? Do you mean like Street Fighter or like Mortal Kombat, those types of fighting games when you say fighting game? Could be funny, but I don't know if like Cobra Kai is enough to sustain like its own fighting game. But it would be interesting if like there was like some sort of like shared universe. Wasn't there like a Capcom versus Marvel fighting game or something like where like you have something like that? All the Cobra Kai characters with other characters. Mortal Kombat Kai. Some people are saying Injustice. I don't know what Injustice, but yeah, sure. And doing the Hadouken with Bert. Yeah, everyone wants to do the Hadouken with Bert. But keep in mind, it's the slow dance where he makes his move. So Bert makes his move on the slow dance. Chosen did the move. Terry survived and children. You must mean Chosen died. See, like, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, I do think like there could be a move, like it could be something that takes them both out. Chosen and Terry Silver go out together. So definitely. In fact, I think I need to do that. Oh, Injustice was DC and Mortal Kombat. Oh, that sounds kind of cool. Like there was Capcom versus Marvel and Injustice was DC and in Mortal Kombat. I never even heard of that. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like out of the loop. Kelvin, I'm not sure what you're asking. If Cobra Kai Dojo will close forever, but like we know that's not happening. So like, why is it closing? Like Silver is gone, so then Cobra Kai closes up shop. Like I don't think Cobra Kai's closing up shop. Just one way or another. Even if Silver's gone, someone will pick up the mantle. So there you go. Injustice was DC with Mortal Kombat. Oh, okay. There was what about like Super Smash Brothers? That was like a fighting game with Mario characters, right? I remember my friend had it and brought it over and we were like playing it. It was like the epitome of like a button smashing game. It felt like he was just like hitting the buttons faster than the other guy. That was my impression of it. But apparently, like Super Smash Brothers was really popular. Wasn't it? Like they made several. Like they sold a lot. I don't know. Yeah, people have been talking about Thomas Ian Griffith and the short haircut. Definitely could hint at that. Maybe Hawk cuts Silver's hair the way his hair got cut. So, but I don't know. It does seem to hint that no Silver. Now they have professional tournaments. Yeah, I mean, like maybe if it's just hitting the buttons, like maybe I could play in it. I'm a professional. I'm really good. And then I lose to a guy who just is like hitting the buttons. That ever like happen to you? Like you like are like trading so hard at a game, learning all the special moves, and then like someone just kind of comes in and hits all the buttons or something. Why is anyone saying Terry just cut his hair? Not that big a deal. Because the ponytail is iconic. You don't just cut a ponytail. Nickelodeon has a fighting game with all these cartoon characters. Is that like on a console like Xbox, or is it a mobile game or a computer game, or I don't know. I don't own any of the consoles. Although I guess actually my nephew has a Nintendo Switch. That's what it is. He plays it, but like I think he just plays like the old games or something. I don't know. He's not that old, so like his mom got him the Switch, but like isn't like buying him mini games or anything with it. So I don't know. So many people switching sides. There will be more of that this season. Well, you know, that's actually a good question, because it's definitely something like a lot of people have been predicting, you know, like Tori leaves Cobra Kai, something I never really thought was necessarily in the cards or possible. Because there has been a lot of switching sides. Or just, you know, and then season 4, we even had cross training, even if it wasn't like switching sides. We had, you know, the Miyagi-Dos and Eagle Fangs cross training. So, it's definitely just something the show has been doing more of. I don't necessarily know if anyone is overtly going to leave or switch sides or something. I guess Robbie's the question mark. You know, at least as of season 4, Robbie was still Cobra Kai. Where he goes from here, we'll see. So, and then also what does Johnny do with Eagle Fang? We'll see. So, can't wait for season 5. Are we getting a second teaser? I don't think so. It doesn't seem to be the way Netflix does things. That's just not their style. There could be a little teaser footage or something. I think they got this Geek Week coming up. Shoot, when is that? I know What's on Netflix was talking about it, but they got another Geek Week coming up. Maybe they'll do something Cobra Kai. You know, and then just this summer. So, sorry, I'm trying to. Oh, not cast. Damn it. You ever just. Let me see. Geek Week returns with new host May 16th. Let's see. Okay, June 6th. So what is that? Like a couple weeks? 1, 2. Okay, yeah, 2 weeks from tomorrow. And I know so the series is also on Monday. So it'll be 2 weeks from tomorrow if they do something for that. You know, there could be something intertwined, maybe after Stranger Things 4. The second part drops in early July, right? So maybe something after that, shortly after that. We'll see. Tadum. Basically what happened with Tadum is, you know, it was a website of mostly nonsense. We won't even get into it, but like, I mean, basically they just hired a lot of writers and stuff to write stuff, content. They were writing content for their website or whatever, the Tadum website, and then they mostly just fired most of those writers. They were either employees or freelancers, something. But yeah, the website is still there. The concept is still there. They just fired most of the people who were working on it. When is the Geek Week? So it'll be 2 weeks from tomorrow. So I'll talk about it a little bit more, you know, in 2 weeks. We'll see. You know, maybe I'll do a live stream during, I sigh because, yeah, it was disappointing. Yeah. So that sigh you heard from me was just like, oh, I don't want to do a long live stream of this nonsense because like, but for on the possibility there may be something Cobra Kai related that's at least somewhat interesting. I get this question a lot. Will Sean be in Cobra Kai? I feel like the storyline is really Kenny's storyline. The story is Kenny and Anthony. So Sean may come back up for sure. As he's Kenny's brother, he should be getting out of juvenile detention this summer. So this season, he may show up, but I feel like the storyline is with Kenny. So I don't think the show will focus more on Sean. Other than like a side role. Plus he's on another show, which may or may not interfere. I don't know that part of it, but I think the story is going to focus on Kenny. It's more of like a Kenny Anthony storyline. They literally just showed, like literally just now. I don't know what you mean. Are you talking about last year where they just showed like a teaser they already had? Yeah. If they do that this year, I'm going to just go insane. Will Sam learn any new techniques from Chosen that he taught Daniel? Yeah. Like I think I said from the beginning, I'm actually looking forward to Sam and Chosen. Weirdly, I mean Anthony too. I'm looking forward to Sam and Chosen. I'm looking forward to Anthony and Chosen for different reasons, but yeah, for sure. I don't know specific techniques or what they have in store, but definitely Sam will be learning something from Chosen. Or I hope so. I think so, and I hope so. And it's definitely something I'm looking forward to. Oh yeah, you're talking about last year. Yeah. It was lame last year. The whole thing was dumb. The weirdest theory on Banzai Kai's channel. Maybe we should just stop right there. I was watching Banzai Kai's channel. Oh, stop right there. Okay, no. What is it? I did some lives with him. Silver gets the keeper out of karate? Silver gets Sam? Oh, well, moving on. Do we know whether or not season 5 is the final season? They've said they were writing for more than 5 seasons. Is the way they word it. So you can imagine there'll be at least a 6th season. At least season 5 is not written to be the last season. You could think of it like that. Okay. Okay, guys, let's move on. Yes. Where are we at? We're coming up on an hour. You people, you're all about. Anyway. Like I said, let's be thankful for Cobra Kai, because, like I said, it's the Cobra Kai exception. It really is different from everything else. Cobra Kai is different from everything else. Let's see. Matt Moore. Hey, Matt. Thank you for getting in. Oh, the sombrero guy in the card table scene. I think, like... Hold on. I think Miguel's looking for his dad, and there's just some shady guys, gambling, basically. So it's like, shady guys gambling or something, and then maybe Miguel says something and they don't like it. So a fight breaks out, of course. Have I heard of the Mighty Ducks show that's like Cobra Kai? Yes, I have heard of it. The Cobra guys watched it, and then I think they talked about it on their podcast, Catch Up in the Living Room, their second podcast. I think like they felt like it was really good early on. Then maybe some of the last few episodes weren't as good. Seemed to, like, early on, definitely there were a lot of beats and vibes, very much like Cobra Kai. Then some like stuff later on maybe didn't feel as much. And they are making a season 2 without what's his name, Emilio. Like he didn't want to come back. I think it was due to like, because like they were shooting like during COVID stuff and like whatever, like so there was like tension and disagreement about that. So if he's not back unfortunately, like if he's not back for season 2, then it's like the show doesn't make sense anymore. It would be like doing Cobra Kai then without Billy Zabka, right? Like, well, it doesn't make any sense. But like that was like from other stuff. It was external things that influenced that, but we'll see. But I have heard of it. You can go back and listen to Catch Up in the Living Room, some of their past episodes. I haven't listened in a while, but no, the kids did not witness that. Daniel did that technique before they arrived. They were only running up after Daniel had done it. In fact, it's not even clear Johnny saw it, because Johnny kind of came up after it too. So no one saw it other than Kreese. There was a meeting, like a fan thing, where Jacob and Peyton. Did you go see him? They're in Liverpool right now, I think. I don't know. So I guess like Lego Cobra Kai was there, and Mark Kerr, Let's Be Water, he was there too. I meant to message him and ask him. I want to see what he got. Okay, Matt Moore asks, your absolute favorite single episode so far. Right now, I think my favorite episode may be episode 2 of season 4, First Learned Stand. I think I mentioned that actually in this video where I talked about it. Yeah, First Learned Stand. Oh, that's not in there. I need to add that. Is that not coming up anymore? There it is. Yeah. But anyway, First Learned Stand, for sure, I think is my favorite. You know what, Jay Kisses? This is why I like you. I actually want to see more of this. I actually really liked the Sam. People are like, "Oh, I hate Anthony. He's so annoying," and he was. But I love like a good brother sister dynamic, and I really enjoyed. There were some good ones. Like I enjoy that. Like I don't know why, but I do enjoy the brother sister dynamic, and I would love to see more of that. I would love to see maybe it expand a little bit, different sides of it. It grows. They're older now. Some of it's just a reflection of their age. Like from season 1, it was mostly in season 1, and then we had like one scene in season 3. But yes, Jay Kisses, I agree with you. You Google badass. Yes. Mexican actor Danny Trejo pops up. He needs a, well, yes. I guess if we need a badass. Do you think Silver was impressed by Miguel's fighting skills in the tournament? Probably. I don't think Miguel fought any Cobra Kai students though. So he probably didn't see much of it, which is probably an interesting plot point to take note of. He wouldn't be watching necessarily fights that aren't in his dojo because he's too busy watching the fights in his dojo. So that's a good question. So he probably hasn't seen much of it. Kreese knows. Well, yeah, Kreese would know Miguel a little bit. But Silver probably doesn't know what Miguel's full potential is. Silver is gonna die in the next season. Yeah, he was watching in that, but in the fight with Eli, but that ended early. There wasn't a whole lot of fight, so yeah, Miguel didn't fight any Cobra Kai students, right? So maybe he should have. Like maybe if he was like fighting Edwin or someone, Dieter. Some of the background ones might have been a little bit more interesting rather than like random nameless ones. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't like that montage. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, that montage of who they're fighting and what. Let's see, Matt Moore. Yes, he has. In fact, I need to cover this. Someone said, oh, now I don't even remember where it was. Actually, was it on Twitter? So someone said we're gonna get some Chosen backstory. So yeah, I think Chosen or in Terry Silver. So yeah, those two, that Matt Moore, yeah, that's who he's almost certainly referring to. And in fact, wherever he said that, I think he even made that somewhat clear. Jay found a key. I think it's the key to your heart. Were you keeping the key to your heart in your purse? Because you didn't want anyone to find it. You give it away, the key to your heart. Montage was terrible. Yeah. I made a video on it. It didn't get a lot of views. People, but that's partially because I think I put it out in March. If I put it out in January, I think it would have done better. Never seen Edwin fight. Yeah, we did see him dance though. We did see Edwin dance. Well, keep in mind as far as Hawk, we actually got more Hawk than we got Dimitri, right? Like, I think what's really going on with the teaser is they wanted to cover essentially a few of the main storylines, including especially like the things that's going to happen, right? So like the things we know is going to happen just from season 4. Like we know Terry Silver is expanding Cobra Kai. Like we kind of know this. We know, okay, Daniel closing up. And so this is all like the first Daniel or Terry Silver expanding Cobra Kai. And then we know Chosen is there. So it's not really giving away a lot. That's like what's going on. So we know Chosen is there. Okay, we know okay, so Tori's here. This is like a little like she's champion, and it's just more Daniel and Chosen, and then just Chosen. See, it's not really giving away anything because we know this was going to happen. And then like we know Johnny's going to Mexico. We know Johnny going to Mexico. So it's like, again, it's with Robbie. And so it's not giving away anything. Anyway, so the thing is, like with Hawk and Dimitri, is we don't know what they're going to be doing. So the trailer didn't give it away. The trailer only showed things we kind of knew was going to happen anyway. Yes. Yeah, Peter, earlier they were talking about that. And I was, and I even mentioned that you had been there, and someone like was like, oh, who's posting these behind the scenes footage? And I was like, oh, it's Peter. But I actually quickly scrolled through your Instagram. I didn't know where it was, because this is a set, right? Maybe she's not saying if that's the key to her heart. Theories that are just predictions with nothing to back it up. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I always try to avoid, by the way. Like I always want anything, I say, to at least have some reasoning behind it. Like I don't like to just, like, I can sit here, anyone can sit here and just come up with all sorts of shit. Robbie and Miguel fight in this scene, and then Carmen and Johnny come out from making love, and then they all become a happy family or whatever. like anyone can just say things, but like I think like theories that are good definitely should be like rooted in something, either from the show, the characters, something like maybe the creators have said. Sometimes it's just something they say, or at the very least, like looking at reasonable story structure and like looking at like what would be like a reasonable story arc or something. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's just how it is. Some cons, they overlap. I guess definitely there's a lot of people at Liverpool. No, I don't think Anthony and Kenny will fight on the first day of school. I think we got that story already. Sure. If you have, because I was just telling them how this is a set. Let me see. Sorry guys. But yeah, it says stairs there. So apparently this is a popular theory. I didn't. Oh shoot. I don't necessarily think it's going to do that. Like fight up the stairs, and then here we are again. Do you think Miguel's back injury will continue to plague him? No. Like, in fact, my impression was even in season 4, he pulled his back, but it ultimately wasn't preventing him from fighting. He left the tournament because of the email. Let's see here. He left the tournament because of, his father. So
I told.
So yeah, he I'm sorry, I'm like doing multiple things at once. When Miguel's back injury. Yeah, he left the tournament for his father. So, but I don't think it'll come up. The direct answer to the question is like, will this come up? No, I think for the most part, like they brought it up once. I don't think that's going to be something they just keep coming back to. Interesting. So it's actually outside, Peter. So you can see the apartment. So it is outside, but you know, very basic setup here. I mean, I guess theoretically the stairs would take them up here, but is there actually even a way, Peter, to get up to that balcony in the way it's built, or is that just like fake? Because here's a good look at the. I mean, maybe this is even worth like a short little video just to address this particular theory. There's no way that's not chosen. Here, wait. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me, I'm going to close that. No, wrong button. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, we're just having fun now. But, hold on. No. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Here we go. And okay. I got it. There we go. So yes. So this is the so this is a look at the apartment complex as a set there on their lot in Atlanta. You know, chosen just looking around, and the night. You know what? But no, I actually completely agree with you. I was thinking about like how much fun it was. And I was doing those streams, like that whole run up that week, making the videos, doing streams. For me, it was definitely a lot of fun. I hope the run up to season 5 will be as fun. Especially if I'm going crazy trying to cover 2 shows, but we'll see. Yes. I think it may be chosen. We'll see. Where's Piper? That's actually a good question. I don't know. It is actually almost a little disappointing not to see Piper in those shots. We'll see what they do with her character. You know, as far as I know, she was available to shoot. You know, like as far as I know. So like there wasn't scheduling conflicts. That's why she can be in it. But maybe she's in another school. So something like that. But so there's a look at the set where they fight. It's totally unclear if they're even able to get out there. Cobra Kai will always have a place in my heart. Yeah, for sure. Maybe Piper was, maybe, but Terry Silver doesn't seem as much into like kicking people out the way Kreese does. Is Aisha returning? At the moment, I would say probably not. It really felt like her story arc was completed. If you saw my season 4 review, I even covered that right there, in there. So, okay. Who's the handsome devil? It's Chosen, obviously. Chosen was coming through the Reseda Flats, you know. Just more about the loving than the fighting. Maybe we'll see. For what it's worth, I mean, Piper did make the quarterfinals. Like, she did pretty good. You know, most of the Cobra Kai students didn't get as far as she did, so it seems weird that she would be booted out. Like, so I don't know. Maybe she's at another dojo, or just doing something else. We'll see. You know, she was minor, but I did kind of like appreciate her character, seeing more of her character. What do you think happened to Kreese? Kreese will be in jail and confronting what's going on in jail. Okay. All right, we're dropping. We've gone a little over an hour 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and wrap up. I don't know what videos. I was thinking there's various things to do videos on. I could talk about Sam. I may do another video on Chosen, like a short one, almost a follow-up, or we could do a video on this theory about the stairs here in this fight, which apparently is not going wrong. Saul Goodman will bail him out. Saul Goodman will get him out on a technicality. I hear you. Yeah, if you got school that day, that sucks major. I'll try to schedule a stream so that most people are home from school. Probably the afternoon. I think that's what I did it. What scene will season 5 start? I had no idea. There's a lot of potential. Start with Silver expanding. Could start with Miguel arriving in Mexico. We'll see. Maybe they could show up. I think Barnes shows up earlier, but Julie Pierce, I don't know. All right. So take care, everyone. I got some stuff to do, but I'll definitely be making more videos for you. So I may make a few short ones just to kind of cover like follow up to Chosen, maybe cover like Sam, cover the theory about the stairs. We'll see. Daniel making a phone call. If it backs up, but no, I don't think they'll do that. Like, I see what you're saying. But I don't think they'll back up the way they did in season 4, partially because they did it in season 4. So I don't necessarily think they would do that. And there's no mystery involved, so we know what happens. So Julie Pierce turns on Daniel. She doesn't turn on him. She was never on his side. Yeah. Okay. Julie will help Tori. That is a theory I've had from the beginning, from season 2. I always thought Julie and Tori could connect. Although Tori ended up connecting with Amanda, so maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe my theory was wrong. It was Amanda, not Tori, or Amanda, not Julie. My theory was Julie, but it seems like not. But it's still possible. It's still in the cards. Okay. Take care, everyone.